Hello and welcome to episode 64 of Knobcat Games Dungeons of the Obelisk podcast. I'm your host, Joe Sleppy. I'm Executive Prime at Knobcat Games, and this episode is an emergency episode to let you guys know that we had to postpone the release date for challenges for 2 weeks. So we were originally going to be out on July 11th. We're going to have to bump it back until July 25th. And there's a few reasons why. One is we really didn't get enough testing in on them. I've been able to test the builds as TJ had them ready, but because of my personal work schedule, I haven't been able to actually get in and do the stuff I needed on the most recent build. So I'd hate for us to have a final build that I didn't get to test, that we push out and then it's broken. So we're just going to make sure everything's working good for 2 weeks, and then we're going to put it out when we know it's polished and good. The other thing is, and I can't believe that this even is a thing, but PlayFab is the server and the backbone, the servers, the infrastructure that we use for all of our saving to the cloud and backing up your accounts and stuff. Your account is basically a PlayFab account whenever you sign into Dungeons of the Obelisk. So PlayFab on the 1st of July decided to take down their forums, and their forum is the only place where any information is actually cataloged on how to use PlayFab. So whenever you have a question or TJ has an issue with PlayFab and he needs to look something up, you Google it and it comes up with a link to PlayFab's forum, and now all their links are dead and they're trying to tell people to go to their Discord. But their Discord hasn't responded to any of our questions that we needed answered, and we sent in some support tickets, and they haven't answered our support tickets yet either. I'm assuming because everybody's sending them support tickets because they took down their forum and nobody knows how to do stuff anymore. So we've run into a couple issues with that. The main one being with challenges. We want to have a big push to get all of our players that have tried Dungeons of the Obelisk and then maybe stop playing because there wasn't enough content. We want all those players to come back. So we want to be able to send out our mailing list. But because of these changes with the PlayFab forum, we don't know how to get our mailing list out of PlayFab. So that's kind of an issue that's been holding up our marketing. We also kind of did, pushing it to the 11th, or trying to get it out on the 11th was pushing it anyways. So it was, putting a lot of work on Brittany to get some things out in time, and we just can't do it now because the mailing list. So basically I'm going to have to manually go in to PlayFab. TJ is going to have to show me how to do it. I'm going to have to manually go into PlayFab and look at each account, see if they agreed to sign up for the mailing list when they created their account, and then transfer their email to something like MailChimp. So, normally it should be you run a script, it grabs all that information, pops out a file, and we load it into MailChimp and send you guys the email announcements letting you know what's new. But because we don't have the mailing list, we just can't do it. But that's the main stuff. I really hope that people aren't too disappointed. I really think that it's going to make more sense to wait 2 weeks and put stuff out. That way we know things are polished and that you can just jump in and play, and we're not crunching a bunch of bugs on release day. That might happen anyways just because of how things work, but hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, challenges coming on July 25th. And I think that's it for this episode. I've rambled enough. It's been 7 minutes. Check out our Discord. If you're listening to this podcast, you know about our Discord. Get in there and talk to us. Let me know how you feel about the delay and stuff. I really think it's going to be a good thing overall, even though it kind of sucks. I wanted to have them out and playing too. Hit us up on social media. We have Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all at Dungeons Obelisk. Leave a review in Steam, and my twitch.tv/Star Rambler. That's where I stream, so there might be some more testing of challenges before they go live. If not, I'll be streaming on release day on the 25th, so I'd like to see you then. And I think that's everything. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.